Hey, I'm Sid, and this is the group conversation video for the general group conversation of May 21. Thanks for watching. A couple of things. First of all, we're in a pandemic. We have a COVID well-being survey. Appreciate if you fill that out. We want to know what we can do better in the company. And if you're experiencing more stress or if you're experiencing stress to the point that you want help, we have an employee assistance program, and Modern Health provides professional support during these stressful times. It's at no cost. Please do use it if it can help you. First off, a reminder that we want to work Handbook first. We tried many other things, and we're the only company that has a knowledge system that is close to up to date. And that's because we communicate changes through the handbook and not through a Google Doc, through a presentation, through a meeting, via email. Change it in the handbook or propose a change in the handbook, and then we can review that and use that as our single source of truth. I also love the recent change where we added belonging to what we want to do at GitLab. And what used to be our diversity and inclusion value is now a diversity, inclusion, and belonging value, or DIP value. And to kind of point out the difference, diversity is having people with different backgrounds and different ways of thinking. Inclusion is making sure that though there's different people, that they have a seat at the table, that they are encouraged to speak up, that they have the relevant information. And belonging means that they're being listened to, that we're actioning things that they say. And our mission at GitLab is everyone can contribute. So I think belonging makes sense to have as a part of our values. There's and what we've seen at GitLab is that it's super important to communicate succinctly and clearly. We're a global company. Not everyone has a background in U.S. business speak. And we want to encourage keeping it as simple as we can in order to be well understood and in order to force ourselves to think about what we say. So we want to avoid fluff words, jargon, or corporate speak. And to make sure that we all have a way to refer to that, we're going to use "say what you mean" or "swim," and encourage everyone at GitLab to keep it as simple as possible in their communication. Want to call out that there's a couple of CEO shadow rotations available. It's a remote program now due to the pandemic. It's still in the Pacific time zone, so that's the only disadvantage. If you want to do this from home, you'd have to adjust to the Pacific time zone. But I really encourage people to do it, and it was great having the last few shadows. Current shadows are Emily and Candace, and really love being able to share all the things I get to see and learn every day. I want to touch on our OKRs. First of all, we want to get more efficient in sales and marketing. We want to get to a 0.8 IACV efficiency. So you take their spending for sales and marketing and our free users on our website, and we want that to those costs. If we make 80 cents of new IACV, we want those costs to add up to less than $1. The second thing is more efficient marketing. We want to work website first. We found that we got a lot of visitors to our website. We don't have a lot of visitors to presentations we make. So instead of making the presentations look good, let's make sure our website looks good. And let's reuse as much as we can. Whenever we can have a single page that explains a feature, it's better than having a separate marketing page and a separate documentation page. In the product, we want to focus on increasing conversion. Every extra stage that people adopt, so for example, if people go from create to using create and verify, it triples conversion. That's super powerful. So the product should invite people to use more. We want product managers to focus on how can I increase the stage monthly active users. And then with GitLab.com, we want to reduce the spending on that, bring it back on plan. Right now we're spending more on it than we planned, and we want to be in a good shape as we enter our next fiscal year. We want to make sure that we continue investing in our team. One way to do that is competency certification. Really excited about the new L&D platform we're launching, or LMS, and looking forward to getting those competencies rolled out. We want to increase diversity at GitLab even further, and we're hiring at a reduced rate, partially due to the pandemic, and that's a great opportunity to be more intentional about who we invite into our interviewing process. As long as we reach out to people, we have a big leeway there, and we can use that to reach out to people we think will add to our diversity. And the last thing is to make sure that we have all the metrics we need. I think there's already great progress. I just had people and engineering key meetings today, and it's amazing how many of our goals are already codified, and we have data and we have goals. I think this is a really important slide. Thanks, Scott, for making this. And this shows the adoption journey. And for every line that we cross here, we triple conversion. So you can imagine how important it is to get people from create to verify to release. That unlocks so many possibilities. And I think we should focus a disproportionate amount of our efforts, both in marketing and in growth, to get people to use these new stages. If you look at only just create or verify, 3 million people are using create, 1 million people are using verify. So if we can get that to also cross over and start using our CI capabilities, that's already a really big win. I put some thought into articulating what gives GitLab a disproportionate advantage. And there's two things. Our open source stewardship of the application, with people contributing to it, and the advantages of a single application. It's so powerful to have a complete DevOps platform delivered as a single application. And I encourage you to click this link and see the graph that is on that page. I touched on it a couple of times, and this is the data to back it up. This is not stages per user, this is stages per namespace. But if you look at the red lines, it couldn't be more clear that as people use more stages of GitLab, they're more likely to convert to becoming a paying user. This is what if we are able to have people use more stages in their namespace, we can be a much more successful business, even more successful than we are now. Talked a bit about the IACV efficiency ratio. It's we can spend money to generate an extra $1 of recurring revenue, but we've got to make sure we do that efficiently. And right now we're way below 0.8. We got to make sure that we, as a company, we are a good steward of the resources we have, the money that we have. We have enough money in the bank, but that doesn't mean we should spend it. We should make sure that we get at least to average industry performance here. And that will require a lot of creative thinking. Some other random things I'm thinking about, and I look forward to your questions and comments and suggestions tomorrow. Thanks for your attention, and I hope you appreciate the OBS live stream with chroma key effect. Thank you.